Hello, here we are with Paul Miskel from Circular Plastic Australia. Hi Paul, welcome and
Thank you for having me. Yes, it's a pleasure.
for us too. And let's start from the basic. Can you explain us what is Circular Plastic Australia?
Yeah, look, the easiest way to describe it is a joint venture of four very large companies that were deliberately selected because they all have a major part to play in what we call the circular economy. So it's ourselves, who I represent, Pack Recycling. We're Australia's largest rigid packaging company. We have Cleanaway, which is Australia's largest waste collector and recycler. We also have Coca-Cola Euro Pacific, who are a beverage company who we all are very familiar with. And we have Asahi, who is also an equally large beverage company. So the business itself was predicated on getting the waste collector, Pact as the operator of the business and a small customer, and the two beverage companies who ultimately take all of the offtake that we produce at our three facilities in Australia. So it's a very unique joint venture business and becoming very successful.
Okay, thank you. And what is the role of CPA within the recycling and packaging value chain?
Oh, look, it's the criticality of what we've done is multifaceted, but most importantly, we've got two big beverage companies that place on market, 2 or 3 billion bottles a year. So they've got an obligation to assist in ensuring that packaging finds its way back through the recycling circular economy and back into new packaging that they make. So that's probably the main reason that the business has been set up. And of course, Cleanaway are one of Australia's largest collectors. And with the waste ban that's now in existence in Australia, they're unable to sell that material into the export market. So it's all about keeping it onshore, closing the loop, getting it recycled into high quality resins that can be turned back into the various packages that are made by the beverage companies.
Okay. Thank you very much. And what project has the CPA developed together with AMUT?
Goodness. So AMUT has been a critical OEM for our projects, and testament to their professionalism has seen that they are now our partner of choice in all of our three plants, providing equipment for material sorting, washing and flaking before that material goes on to be converted into food grade resin.
Okay, thank you. Focusing on the HDPE project, what were you trying to achieve?
Very importantly, we Pact Group Australia are the largest rigid dairy packaging blow molder in the country. And much like PET, there is an increased focus on getting recycled content back into HD dairy bottles. So the real motivation for Pact Group was to create a business that can capture the milk bottles that get discarded at a curbside, collected, converted, and put back into dairy packaging in the Australian market.
Can you tell us how many tons do you process through your CPA business?
Yeah, I can. Probably most specifically, we have two distinct businesses. We have two PET facilities, one based in the southern part of New South Wales and its sister plant based in Melbourne. The combined capacity of those two plants is about 40,000 tonnes per annum of in-feed being converted into rPET food grade resin for Asahi and CCEP. Our third facility, which is also located in Melbourne, it is our polyethylene facility, and it has a capacity of very similar 18 to 20,000 tonnes, of which 10,000 tonnes will be food grade HD. The balance will be non-food grade coloured HD and a lesser quantity of polypropylene.
Okay, thank you. And where does this type of project become truly challenging?
Focused on HD, the challenge, and it's not just limited to Australia, it's truly a global challenge, it is hugely challenging technically to get a HD natural dairy-based product converted back into a high-quality food-grade resin. And evidence of that is there are only few companies around the world doing it and doing it successfully. And we are proud to say that we're one of those companies.
And what made the difference when selecting a solution?
So due diligence is very important in any project, obviously, but certainly in a project like this where HD food grade is such a challenging investment. We took long and detailed steps in ensuring that the OEM that we chose, which was AMUT, had demonstrated globally that they could consistently produce high quality flake that can be converted back into HD. So reference sites that we spoke to in the UK and in the US were very complimentary of the AMUT technology.
Okay, perfect. Can you walk us through the process at a high level?
So, like most plants in this space, it's a case of presenting the baled material to the AMUT line. And in the case of HD, if we focus on the natural HD, that's been pre-sorted by our joint venture partner Cleanaway. So it's a very pure source of dairy-based natural HD that then gets presented into AMUT. It gets debaled, it gets sorted through TOMRA NIR technology, and it then follows through a delabeling process into a wash process and then converted into a high quality flake ready to be converted into resin.
Great, and from a technical standpoint, what made the difference?
Look, it really came down to the due diligence that we did, and speaking to customers around the globe that gave us a very clear and accurate description of what AMUT can do as compared to some of the other competitive technologies that are out around the globe. And very clearly we found that the AMUT dedicated process was going to deliver the result that we needed at scale and with the quality we required.
Okay, thank you. How does the plant perform today?
Look, it's a new plant, so I preface that by saying that we've only been running for the best part of 4 and a little bit years. So there's still much learning to be done, both from a personnel perspective, but also an equipment optimization perspective. But by and large, the equipment is doing what AMUT said it was going to do. And we're very, very pleased with how it's going so early in the life of CPA.
Fantastic. What confirmed that the project has reached its objective?
I think from an operational standpoint, it certainly has. We've delivered a world-class facility or facilities, 3 of which we've got now. So we are very satisfied with that. However, there is much work to be done with our local government, further mandating local manufacturers using recycled material back into their packaging. Once that happens, we can truly realise the capacity and the quality performance that we can get out of the equipment.
Okay, thank you very much. And what would you tell to someone considering similar investment?
Look, like I said before, do your due diligence, speak to all of the like-minded recyclers far and wide, but I would be only too happy to recommend AMUT to anyone looking at getting into this space in the global environment.
Okay, thank you very much, Paul. It was really nice to hearing yours and CPA experience.
Absolutely my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.